What's up, guys? Welcome to Dev Webby, and today we are gonna learn about inheritance. All right, let's jump in. Uh, First we gotta say what does inheritance means, right? So inheritance allows a class to acquire the members of another class. So, for example, we have a class name, let's say square, and then we want to extend to rectangle, right? And then close the bracket, or open the bracket, the curly bracket, and close the curly bracket. So this is the square class. The square class inherits from the rectangular specified by a extends keyword. The rectangle then becomes the parent class of a square, which in turn becomes a child class of a rectangle. Let's write it down so you guys can have it. So we said the square class inherits from rectangle specified by the extends keyword. The rectangle then becomes the parent class of a square, which in that case it will turn it will turn into a child class of rectangle. Alright, now you guys know about inheritance. Now let's comment this out and let's move on to overriding members. Overriding members is into our inheritance. So overriding members is a member in a child class that can redefine a member in its parent class to give it a new implementation. So let's write down what we have said. It is a member in a child class that can redefine a member in its parent in its parent class to give it a new implementation. Okay, let's show you guys an example. So once again, we're just gonna do this. Let's just copy this, or let me just write it down. So assume you guys have a class named square that extends into rectangular, and open the curly bracket and close the curly brackets. And then next, you guys have to create a function. We are gonna construct. We're gonna use the construct method, and we want to put a variable a inside our construct. So yeah, so next we gotta create a this statement that will refer to our variable x, and then we gotta put the variable a inside our construct. So we say variable a. Next we gotta choose a this again. We gotta use y as it, and variable a. That's how you use the overriding members. Next, let's comment this out. Next, we have a. This is, you can say, you can use this operator most of the time. So we do have an operator in PHP 7. It's called the double colon operator, which is called scope resolution operator. Scope resolution operator. It's called the double colon and this is a token that allows access to static constants and even overridden properties and or methods of a class. Next, okay, I'll show you guys an example of how to use the double colon. So once again, assume we have a class named square that will extend to rectangular, right? We gotta use a function, obviously. We want to use a construct, and we want to use a variable inside of a construct. So we say that we want to use a parent keyword that we want to use our double colon. So construct variable a, and let's open our curly brackets and close our curly brackets. If I did this right, give me a second, guys. So okay. So yeah, I did this right. So we need a semicolon. Okay. So this parent keyword is an alias for the parent's class. The parent's class name, which it may alternatively be used. So in PHP, it is possible to access overridden members that are any type of number of levels can be deep in inheritance hierarchy using this kind of notation. I hope you guys understand. If you guys have any questions about it, just shoot me a message or shoot me a comment below down this video. So next, what we have to do is we gotta know what does a final keyword means. Final keyword is you can use it however you want. You can use it like an interface, which we'll cover in the later thing tutorial. Yeah, then so let's move on to our final keyword now. The final keyword is to stop a child class from overriding a method. Let's write that. Is to stop a child class from overriding a method. It can be defined as final, yes, but a class itself can also be defined as a final to prevent any class from extending it. So let me show you guys an example. So assume you guys, so we're gonna start, and instead of writing public class and all that, we use final. So we say final class not extendable, and then we say final function not overridable, and close the open the curly brackets and close the curly brackets. That's how you write. This is an example of a final keyword. Next, for our final step, we gotta use a instance of operator. Instance of operator. This operator returns true if the left side objects can be cast into the right side type without causing any typical errors. So let's write this down so you guys can have it. Returns true if the left side object can be cast into the right side type without causing any typical error. So if this is true, then the object is an instance of. I'll show you an example. So assume that you guys have a variable v, and we want to create a new instance. We can say square, which will have 5 in the square, and then we say v instance of. We say square, and then we say, I forgot the dollar sign. Next, variable instance of rectangular. What this will do will say is true, and this will say is true too. Another example I can show you guys is, assume you guys have a variable that you want to create a new instance. We say variable obj equals new, and we can say v, and then close it, semicolon, and then we are using a simple if statement. So we say if obj instance of a, well, not a, v, and we want to print it as v. This will be of like an instance of snippet. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you guys understand something. If you guys having any problems understanding, just shoot me a message or a comment below down in this video, and I will be kind to answer them. And thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on to the next video.